Hello everyone, it's Joshua here, and in today's video I am going to show you how to play and record your own SEBEN, RUMBA or any other styles on your keyboard. So I'm going to go in depth in this video. I'm going to show you every single step that you can take to record a full music, so with the help of the accompaniment as well, how to record all the full instruments, because I've been getting a lot of comments on how to record beats, and people have been asking how to record SEBEN or how to record other styles as well. So in this video I'm going to take that opportunity and time to show you how to do so. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is, once your keyboard is on, you're going to head to function. Usually it's always on menu 1, so but in this case you're gonna scroll to, using the tab button, you go to menu 2, and after that you press the style creator. And then once you are on the style creator, you press new style, and after that this is gonna create a new style, so everything will go back to its default settings. So another thing we're gonna do is prepare our tempo. So to prepare the tempo, we're gonna press B and then press A, and then this will take you to the pattern length. So here the pattern length, what it does is it decides how many bars. This is pretty much the bars. So if you're playing like 4 bars, it's just gonna repeat 1 2 3 4, and if you put it on 2, it's gonna repeat 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and on 3 it's gonna repeat 4 3 times. So like that, depending on what beat you've chosen. So the pattern length is something as bars, how many bars you want in your beat. So most of the time when I record the SEBEN, I like to make it at least 4 bars. So you put this on 4, and this will decide how many times your beat plays before it starts looping. So this our beat will play about 4 bars before it starts looping again. So after you've done that, you're gonna go down, press B, and this will take you to your beat and the tempo on the side. So with the beat, when you're recording 7 beats, most of them are 4/4. So 4 beats in a bar, so you just press that 4/4, and then on the tempo you turn on the metronome, which is right here. Turn on the metronome, and then you're going to set your tempo by just using the tempo button, or you can use this you can press 3 or on top of 3 to set it. So let's go with 100, just a little bit of slow SEBEN tempo. Or alternatively, you can just tap your tempo using the tap tempo here, and after that you're going to go back by pressing record channel. This will take you back to the recording channels. And so once you finish with that, now we're going to select our drum. So we're going to record in the first channel, so we select record channel, then press 1, then we're going to press on top here to select our drums, and these are just the drums in the the viewable folders. So there's more folders if you didn't know about this, and you can access them. Those folders have more and more other voices and as well as beats. So to see those voices that are hidden, you press up, and this will take you to different folders, and here you go to legacy. So I'll show you my favorite drum kit, and then you press here on 2 just to get to the next page, or you can use the wheel, but the wheel takes a long time, so you just do that, and then press drum kit. And I like to use the standard kit too, so that kit is really good. So as you can hear, so this I'm gonna use snare for the hi-hat and the kick, and then I'll show you what other drum kit I use for the snare. So after that we're gonna click exit, and then we start to record. To record, you turn on the metronome, and then you press sync start. So what this sync start will allow you to do is it will allow you to, as soon as you press the buttons, as soon as you touch the keys, it will start to record immediately. So that's what that sync start does. Let's start recording our SEBEN beat. So we're going to start with our kick. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's gonna start looping, and on the, as you can see on the screen, it's gonna show you how many bars, what bar it is on. Now it's on the 4th bar. It's gonna repeat again. So once you finish that, it's gonna loop itself. After you've done that, you're going to quantize this, and to quantize, you go to tab, scroll to channel. Once you're on channel, press execute, and done. And that should quantize the beat. And what quantize does is puts the beat in the same tempo order. Now after you've done with the kick, you're gonna go back. We're gonna go and record our hi-hat. So same thing, we're gonna turn on the metronome and press sync start, and we're going to record in the same channel, not a different channel but the same channel, and we're gonna start. And if by any chance you make a mistake like I just did, you can always delete just the specific instrument you just mistaken. You don't have to delete the whole thing. In order to delete the whole thing, you press delete, you hold delete here, and you press on top here, you press on top, and that should be able to delete it. So once I let go of delete, it's gonna delete it, but if I press it again and unselect, it should stay there, so as you can hear. But if you just want to, I want to delete just this hi-hat because I made a mistake, I just press rhythm clear, hold that, rhythm clear, and then press the instrument that you want to get rid of, so which is the hi-hat. Just press once and that's it, and let go, and as you can hear, it's gone, disappeared, just like that. Now gonna turn on our metronome and start recording. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more bar, 2, 3, and stop. Yeah, now it's gonna loop. After finishing that, make sure everything you record you quantize. You go to channel, execute, and done. And after that, we're going to record now our snare. Like I told you before, the snare, we're going to put it in a different channel. In this case, we're going to put it in channel 2. And to do that, we're going to hold record and then rhythm 2, select there. And then we're going to select our drum. And now I'm going to show you which kit I like. My favorite kit. So we're gonna go with the brake kit. This is my favorite kit to use at this moment. So I just discovered that it sounds really good. It sounds like a very realistic snare. Brake kit. So let's record the kit as well. That means the snare. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now immediately it's gonna loop. Now once you're done with that, you're going to quantize this as well by just pressing the exit button, and this should take you to this screen of channel, and you're going to press execute. And straight away, as you can hear, the beat sounds much better. So once you are done with that, you go back to record channel, and if you've made a mistake, you hold the rhythm clear, and you touch whatever you made a mistake on, whatever instrument. Now in order to record the next instrument, now we are going to record our bass, which is the 3rd channel. So we hold the record channel under, and we press on top, and here we select bass. And out of all the basses, there's so many basses you can choose from. One of my all-time favorites is the sub bass, but with this PSR 775 you got other bass in the plus section. So when you go plus S, if you have the plus section here, there are more bass instruments. And another one I like is the sub vero click. So it's a very strong bass. It has those strong lows and doesn't have that many highs. So as you can hear, this is what I'm gonna use. But if you don't have this voice, you can just use the sub bass, which they sound similar to this one. So but this is just the other voice you can use, sounds similar to the sub bass. Now what we're going to record is depending on what key you're going to play in. For example, if you usually play in F sharp, you're just going to play the 1. Whatever your 1 is in F sharp, you play it. So for example, the 1 in F sharp, we know it's F sharp, so which is that one. For this demonstration, I'm not gonna use F sharp. Instead, I'm gonna use the key of C, and my rhythm will just be the SEBEN rhythm. So it's gonna be a C, G, and C. So let's record that. So let's go 1, 2, 3, let's go. Now once you finish that, you're gonna quantize that as well by pressing exit. It should take you to the quantizing section and place quantize or execute here. And as you can hear, the beat is already sounding super good. So once you're done here, you go back. Now we're gonna record our next instrument on channel 4. Hold record and channel here, and here we're going to play our electric piano. So we're going to press electric piano. So we're gonna go with Galaxy EP. So this Galaxy EP, it's always one of the popular voices used in African songs, so we're gonna use that one. And instead of playing progressions 1 4 1 5, we're just gonna play the 1 like we did in the first one. We just play the 1. So we're gonna play the C in whatever inversion you want. So if you're playing the key of F sharp, you just play the F sharp, or if you're playing the key of A major, you play A major, or if you're in the key of G sharp, in whatever inversion you want. So I'm just gonna play this riff. I'm just gonna hold the C in the first inversion, and on my left hand I'm just gonna hold this key. So let's record that. So you turn on the metronome, press sync start, and start recording. After that, you can quantize that as well by pressing exit, execute. And as you can hear, it sounds super good already. So now we're going to add other instrument. We're going to add our last instrument. So just to clarify, you can add as many instruments as you want, but for this demonstration I'm just gonna add a few. So this is our last one. We're gonna add here, press record and press 5, and here we're going to add our marimbas just to finish off, which we'll find it in percussion and then marimba. And just to finish off, we're gonna play that. So we're just gonna play a short marimba riff. So turn on the metronome and then pressing start. So then we start 1 2 3 4. And once you are done, you press stop. Then you quantize this. Straight away you quantize this by pressing exit and then execute. And after you're done with the beat, now we're gonna move on to the next stage, which is setting up the levels. So as you can hear, some instruments are louder than others. So if you want to level out everything, so you go to mixer, press mixer, and then you press mixer again, and this will take you to the style, mixing console style. Now here you'll be able to mix. This is the channels from 1 to 8. So the channels we've only used are 1 to 5. So we're going to mix it up. So you start playing your instruments and start reducing the volumes according to how you like it. So whatever you want to be loud, and you can pan stuff, so left or right, by pressing D or I, and then whatever you want to pan. For example, if I want to pan the keyboard, this one, I can just press on it by pressing on top, and then I can use the wheel to just go to the left. So this is panning to the left, meaning I'm putting that specific voice to only be mono, which means you can only hear it in one speaker, so on the left speaker, or I can choose it to be in the right speaker, and it sounds like this. At this moment you can't really hear it unless you have the speakers with you. So, and I'm going to make this kick a little bit. So by going back, I can just press E and this will take me back here, or D will take me on top, or J or I, both works. So now I can just increase a little bit of, I can just add a little bit of the kick. So I want the kick a little bit more, and a little bit of snare as well. So this is kind of like a mini studio, so you're kind of mixing stuff up. And once you're happy with everything else, you go back by clicking exit. And once you are done there, you are happy with everything else, we are going out to our final stages. So we are going now, since here we have 4 different variations. You have variation 1 to 4. So you can code another beat here if you like. So, and to do so, you press B, the empty one, and you press OK. On the screen it's gonna show up, and you choose. So if it's B, you choose B, press OK, and from there you'll be able to record another variation of this beat. So you just repeat the same steps we just did in the last step. So you repeat the same thing we did. So once you are on this main variation B, you can create another variation of the exact same beat. But if you are one of those people who just don't want to re-record everything, there's a way to copy from variation A to variation B. And to do so, you go here, you go here, you go back, you go scroll all the way to assembly, and from here this will allow you to copy everything from A into B and make some small adjustments that you want to make. So for example, I want to copy everything from A, so all the beats, the beat and the 2 keyboards, I want to copy it. So what I do is on here, I click, I place main A, which is this one. I want to copy from here, and here copy from main A. On new style, I copy main A, and 2 I put main A as well, but rhythm 2, and on bass main A, on chord 1 main A. So here I've literally copied everything. So how you do it is you press first, these are the channels, so you have to press on it and click copy from main A. And if you had other stuff in C and D, you could have copied from main C, but I wanted to copy from main A. So the first channel I copied from main A was the rhythm 1, and the second channel, which you press it, I copied main A was the rhythm 2, which was the second beat we did, which was the snare, and the third one was the bass, and you click main A, and this will copy everything from main A. Now if I want to modify this, basic, I go to basic and then record channel, and here I'll be able to delete the snare. So I can just delete the snare, for example, by pressing record. And once I finish deleting the snare, I can record something else. For example, I just want to put a little bit of you know, hi-hat, just hi-hat only, not the full snare sound. So I'm just gonna record this so that I can have different variations between A and B. So I can just record a different variation by pressing metronome and then starting here. And because I did not select the pattern length, it's only on one. So on every main variation you have to choose a different pattern length. You have to redo the pattern length. It doesn't just copy itself, so you have to redo that again. Now that I have two different variations, another thing you can do, now that we got this, we have to add one more thing, which is our break. So there's two breaks you can have. You can have a break in this B, which you go to by pressing B and scrolling down until you reach on fill in B. You can create different kind of, you can create fills for each single variation, or you can create the break, which is the main break for all of these. So now with this one, you can only record one bar of the fill. So for example, I'll just record a quick. So for example, you can just do so. Or you can select a drum if you want. Select the same drum you used by going there, clicking here, legacy, folder 2, drum, and then after that, so pressing start and you start. And if you're not happy with that, you just delete it. So once you finish that, you quantize this as well, and if you want to import the voices as well as the bass and everything else from main A, you can do so by going to assembly. You can do the bass, copy from main A, and there will be able to copy the bass. Or if you want to copy the piano, you press that and press copy from main A, and there it just copied everything. And similarly, you can also record something in the break. So you just press the break, and here you have the same channels. You'll be able to record another break for one bar. So after you've recorded that, similar to how you record a break in A and B, so you can do so by pressing break, okay, and then you set up the metronome and you choose the drum first, drum kit you want to use, we're gonna stick with the same one, legacy, 2, drum kit, and standard, and then we start. Yeah. Now once you're done, you can just quantize that as well. And once you finish, you just cancel. Now the last and final step, as soon as you finish with all this, now we're going to set out everything else. Set out our, go back to our main A, which is our main beat and style, which sounds like this, if you can still remember. And here we are going to make sure everything is ready to be played as a style or as a one-man band. So to do that, we're going to go on parameter, and here on parameter we'll be able to set everything else up. So I'll just show you how you can do this. So first thing you're going to do is here on channel. As you can see, channel here, it's labeled on top. Make sure you skip rhythm 1 and rhythm 2. We don't want to change these ones. We just want to leave them the way they are. Leave it on C and M7. But you're going to go down and start on bass. So all the other instruments, apart from the percussions and the drums, everything else will change when we come to parameter. So on parameter here, source root is the source, or maybe I can call it the source of your chord. So my source was the C, key of C major. So everything I played in the key of C, so I'm gonna select C. If yours you played in the key of F sharp, you're going to scroll down and select F sharp. So after that, you're going to select the source chord. So is it just F sharp, or is it F sharp major, F sharp 6, or whatever chord it was? You select it from here. So you have sus, you have diminished 7, you have all sorts of chords. So whatever chords you played, you select. So this is to make sure when you are playing back, everything sounds right, everything sounds in the right chords, not the wrong chords. Because if you don't do this, sometimes when you are playing, the chords will sound very weird. So you select, since all my source root was in C and it was C major, everything I played was in C major, so I'm gonna select major, which is the top. And if for you it was F major, you just go to F and here on major. Or if C6, you can select C6, but for me it was C major, and I always recommend doing this in C major, and because it's the easiest one to do and it always works. So once you're done there on bass, you're going to go channel again, and then you do the same thing for the rest of the channels. You go C major, and here C major. Make sure you are reading on top what channel that is, because you don't want to change the drums. Like I said, don't change rhythm 1 or rhythm 2. Just to be safe, I usually do all the 8 channels, even if I didn't use the other, we didn't use these other channels, but I like to do them as well. So once you finish with that, you make sure now that you're done with that, you're just going to save. You're just going to press save. And here on save, you click save, and here you can select anything you want. You can select any name you wish. So you can give this whatever name you want. So I'm just gonna give it the word SEBEN. And once I'm done, I can choose an icon by pressing here, icons. And we have a few icons here to choose from. Flags from the world, you can select that. So you can keep going, you have lots, or you can use these normal. This one needs to go with this kit just to make it look like 7. And once you're done, you press OK, and the machine will save itself and you are done. And another thing you can do is you can create intros using this channel. So here, this channel, that channel, that channel, that's for intros. So it's similar, this process, to how you do these, but just, yeah. And ending as well, you can add here an ending. And once you are done with that, you're gonna go back by pressing exit, and this will take you back to the main menu. And now, where you saved your instrument, it's in user, where you saved your beat. So you press user and you search for it, and here it is, it's already selected. So now to hear all the voices, so you turn on the accompaniment button. Now as soon as you press start, the beat is gonna start. And now once you play the C chords or whatever chord you want to play, all the instruments will come in. So you have this. So as you can hear, and if you want to add the fill, you can just press it. So our fill was in here. And if you wanna go to variation 2, you just press main D. So as you can hear, you are playing a one-man band. So that's how you create yourself a style in full depth. So if you ever want to create your own style, so this is how you do it. So I wish you all the best. I hope this video has been useful to you, and please, if you like it, please don't forget to press the like button, share it with your family, friends, and also subscribe for support as well. So subscribing is encouraging me to keep doing these videos, and thank you very much, and may God bless you, and I'll see you next week on Tuesday with another tutorial. God bless you.